choosing the next job, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The under Nexus job board posting.
What, Razzie, would you please fire up the stream so we can start it and do this officially?
I was literally waiting for it to be up. We have been up for like 10 seconds now.
Yay!
Disorganized mess.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, then.
I was working on it, Tycon. I have faith in me. I know I don't deserve
something.
You were too busy telling me to do the thing I was doing, and everyone else was talking before that. I didn't want to interrupt. It would have been rude.
All right. For those who are not looking at it, there. That is the
there it
current,
is. I didn't see that.
current roster thing of
Escape characters don't work.
available jobs.
For a sec, I thought that was an actual puppy in your lap.
No. It is Fen. It is. Plushy Fen.
It looks like a corgi from that angle.
Yeah. I also like 99K as well.
Yeah, that was the one I expressed interest in.
First, please, a quick recap. So, some of us weren't here last week.
Okay. On another note, would someone mind rolling me a D6 and a D30?
Sure.
Alright, you get to do the recap though.
Okay.
Are we gonna wait like 10 minutes for the recap to actually happen?
I know.
That is a good point. Someone else would have to do it to
Just do it with your regular voice, Razzie.
Well, that's not as fun. Fine. Okay, so when we left off last time, we had just gotten into the arena. We had found Kaylee talking to her old boss. We went out there, said, Hi, what are you doing? What's going on? Why are we here? Why are you here? Who's this guy? Oh, we know this guy. Never mind. And then we got shot at. They got shot at. We didn't get shot at yet. After the shooting had begun, there was a swarm. I ruined that. Tygon was trying a new mechanic, and I ruined it by rolling far too well. I made it explode. Then there was 2 other drones. We shot at them too. One of them got hacked. Good job, Vandal. We're proud of you. Oh, and during this time, Lillian decided to find the person who had the drones, punched him a few times. He ran away, so I shot him a few times. We eventually made him give up. They decided to, It's a recap. I'm going quick.
Uh-huh.
So, Vandal and Lillian, after we knocked him out, decided to pose on him and take selfies. It was kind of hot. Anyway, then we found Kaylee again. Made sure her and her old boss were okay. Old boss found out about the new plans, but it was fine. We finished the contract without any other weird bullshit happening.
Yep.
Also, Squeaks is apparently Hawkeye now.
Yeah, the exploding bow was awesome.
The exploding bow that happened to work very well. That poor swarm didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I think Vandal would have appreciated having more parts to use.
I got some good salvage. But also something worth mentioning is we got free tickets out of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth mentioning to me.
Oh yeah, free tickets, and we got money. Loads of money.
Am I a robot? No?
No.
Yes.
Nope. No, that's Duke's job.
Discord's thing just like dipped down. I was worried there for a sec.
Speaking of Duke, what did Duke do in all of this?
He
Protected Kayla.
Yeah, he projected Kayla into her and the manager of her old arena.
That works.
Cog shield.
So, it's probably been a couple of days by now,
Mm-hmm.
and you enjoyed some quiet time, and now it is up to you to look for a new job. If you look at the Under Nexus job board, which you should all have up.
Yep.
Some of the previous jobs are still there. Some went away, and there are some new ones.
Recruitment job, medical.
What three were we look? 72D, 78X, and then 99K.
Those were just my most
Yeah.
immediate, like, ooh, hey, ones. So, like,
Yeah.
don't take it as gospel, like, as far as my opinion.
I expressed interest earlier in 99K.
Or
So-
72DK. 72D sounds kind of good.
Let's join us now. Okay.
They're all kind of looking at the same three here.
I know. Let's do 01X.
I am curious what it is, because it has been there.
I mean, it sounds probably is exactly what it says on the tin. It sounds like a battle royale sort of position.
We're gonna have to fight Kayla.
She'd kick our butts.
Also, the offer of employment, that was from the first job, yeah?
Hmm?
There's another handout.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I really want to be sure.
Yeah.
Here,
I probably did delete it.
let's do that one.
Again,
Go back in
again.
time.
If I could turn back time.
Alright, Black Paul, anything you're interested in?
72D and I'd say 99K.
Flip a coin?
Yeah, because that seems like the two we're split on.
72D or 99K.
So, first one head sec.
Never go for the ones I like.
Fine,
Well,
we'll do
then
01X.
Just have the ones that you like on the list, Tygon.
Why'd you do it twice?
That was an accident right there because like I hit the button and I was like, why is nothing going? And like 30 seconds later, then it rolls.
Tiebreaker.
So there must be a lag going on.
Alright.
99K is my vote.
We didn't discuss what either of the numbers meant, but okay.
Yeah, we did. First one was
It only
heads.
matter to me.
First one's heads, second one's tails. One obviously being heads and two obviously being tails.
Yeah.
I just went in the list of the order. The top 99K was
Yeah.
the second one on the list. So yeah.
Yeah. The way that makes
That
sense.
makes sense to me.
Okay.
Millie's me. I'm sorry, Millie. I'm not, but I'm sorry.
This is more my personal vote, so that's what I vote for.
It's
but-
just... I think, okay. I was just... I can't. 99K. Okay. We did it.
All right.
We broke our poor manticore.
Oh, that was fast.
It took us... Well, we did it in under 10 minutes. I think that's an achievement.
Yeah. Is there spare parts at like that we can order mail order through Progenitus or something like that?
Mail order manticore parts.
Probably.
We broke the giggle box.
Oh. Speaking of, did we take that guy's armor so you could actually control the drone, or...
No.
No, just the drones.
Oh.
We didn't actually say we did, so I presume not.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky I let you keep the drone.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not hard to rig up a control system. I'll probably be working on it in my spare time. Probably
Nice little-
after this job.
Nice little glove with the controls on it.
No, I have the head thing, the wireless network.
Oh. So you
Yeah.
can get hacked. Okay.
Yes, I can actually. It's why I put bonuses into my resolve save.
Mhm.
It's also why I don't have any like digital fire controls or anything on my guns. Oh, or like any sort of digital aim assist.
Because you can get
Because,
hacked.
Because I can get hacked. So the worst thing that happens is I get really disoriented and grumpy. But yeah, it sounds like most people are voting for 99K.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's this one.
And I just remembered, I don't have to open the PDF document for the HSD 2.0 rulebook anymore. I have the
You have
real
the
thing.
hard copy?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the real thing does not have Control F.
I never use that anyways.
Fair.
Huh.
Huh?
Just noticing something different. Okay. Bingo. I'm just getting my notes together. And
I think my brain just snapped in half.
oh, sorry. Ah! That was wrong.
Uh-oh.
Can I undo that?
I don't know if it really matters, but
I
for
can.
everyone else, I'm slowly working my way up the community tree. Kind of, I don't know, making Duke a little bit more inclined in that direction.
Right on.
Give us better deals with our contracts.
Oh. You, what are you doing here?
Good question.
wrong layer again. Does that look about right? That looks about right. Okay. Alright, sorry about that.
It's all right. All right.
Okay, so, you picked your chosen, job, mission, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Although there's a keyword in there. I don't know what this word is. Capabile. I don't know if we're that.
Yeah. So you picked need capable team for resource acquisition. Time sensitive, good pay.
Now, if only we had a capable team.
Oh, they'll have to do with you.
Yep. Such a shame.
So, you basically apply for this job, and after it the system does its thing, like evaluating and everything. Sometime, it's probably just later the same day, you get a message that you were approved, accepted, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
I think I have a hat around here somewhere.
Again?
I don't know if I'm
Jesus.
capable though.
It's a little bit louder, at least.
Do I need to turn it down?
No, it's a good thing. It's like a...
You still have laryngitis.
What is the spoken thing for legible? What is the spoken version of legible? What is that? Ah!
Announce?
Like, I can understand what you're saying, is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. I would appreciate a reroll, though, because I don't know.
You have laryngitis again there, bud.
Oh, okay. So that's the...
Current. Do they have a meeting time set up?
Yes,
Excellent.
there is a time and place.
Time sensitive.
Nope, that's
Yeah.
gonna be much worse.
In that case, should we already come with our gear?
That is up to you.
I'm gonna come kitted out, but I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel's version of kitted out is a lot more low key than a lot of other people's version of kitted out. At least when it comes to common merc vernacular.
Is there gonna be a problem if there's a sword and a shield on my butt?
What is
Potentially.
notable is that this is not the address is not one of the usual meeting places. You know, it's not in the complex or any other very public place where you usually try to have meetings like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Melly, the word you were looking for is intelligible.
Okay. Sorry.
It's fine.
So, different meeting place.
Not part of the usual.
Does
Meeting
it seem like an office, or... Sorry.
But you'd have to basically look up the address, which is something you can do.
Yes.
You do not know what it is off the top of your head.
Shit, I barely know my own address off the top of my head.
Sure. No. No, I'll look it up. Yeah.
Give me a. I mean, you know, looking at the address is not a big deal. It appears to be some sort of warehouse. But give me a mind perceive, let's say either sabotage or protocol, whichever you like better. Difficulty 2.
Okay. I'm actually half decent at that. Wait, mind perceive or protocol?
Mind exert protocol.
Oh, and I'm not as.
Did I say perceive?
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad.
And mind exert protocol. I have boon. Sent. Just quickly, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. So yeah, after a bit of digging, or maybe even just knowing, you find out that is a sort of underground clinic.
What sort of clinic? Asks Vandal. Talking biotech, or is this more cyberware? Or medical?
Medical.
Oh.
You think they'd throw a fit if we came in and cleared up?
I mean, an underground one.
Probably not.
Probably not, but I'm not gonna.
Alright.
I don't really carry anything bigger than a handgun, so kind of up to you guys.
I won't bring them up.
Knives.
I'll compromise. I'm not bringing the mop.
Probably wise.
Alright, grab sword, shield, and handgun. All that stuff, and... yeah. Where is he?
What?
And stuff you're bringing. Everything, little bit, but...
I'm bringing the same thing I had when we went to the arena. So folding bow, my palm shot, and my switch ribbon, and then the regular non-weaponry gear.
Okay.
Okay.
It's more or less full loadout from everyone.
Alright. Oh, by the way, did anybody buy any notable equipment in the meantime?
I got the Neuroplex and did a lesson.
I have not.
I haven't. I'm actually saving up.
Okay.
I didn't buy anything of note.
I also haven't really expended any gear lately, so it's it hasn't been too much of a concern when it comes to.
Maybe there was something you wanted to read.
Did I have hardwire left over? Or did I use it all?
By now I'm gonna say, because you did use quite a bit, you probably have a quarter left.
Okay. Enough for like a singular doorway or something. If
Yeah.
I wanted to do a barricade.
Yeah.
Not like the doubled elevator doors again.
I mean, it depends on how elaborate you want your barricade to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have leftover scraps. That's fine.
Okay. So, may I presume that you are going at the appointed time?
Yes,
Taking the tank.
no. I'd say maybe fashionably early, just like a couple of minutes. You know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where that was a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I try and show up to job.
You
interviews
leave
at
my
about
tank out of
15.
this.
Huh!
Wow.
Alright.
Sounds awesome, actually. Sounds so thoroughly normal.
I'm surprised you didn't say home.
I mean, in this case, the fact that it's a tank is more important and relevant.
Same
than the
thing,
fact that it's
really.
You sound like
Yeah.
you got that movie voice.
Hold on, I'm unplugging because I have to hear this now.
No,
This summer.
this summer.
I have to hear this now. Okay, this is pretty good. Oh, I should probably give it power.
Sorry for sidetracking again.
No, it's fine. You're gonna hear the do again.
All right. So you make your way there. Sun's tank, yes.
Yes.
Good. Just wanted to know.
Vandal is vetoing use of the tank unless it is an appropriate escalation of force.
So yeah, you go to the place. It does look, like an old warehouse. But there is somewhat notable, like, foot traffic. Good number of people going in and out. And as you enter, you are greeted by a lot of people waiting. Good number of them looking to be in some sort of, let's say, medical distress. But mostly, it's more stuff you would see at the doctor's office.
Right.
Maybe a bit more, actual wounds, including, like, what you would get is, like, maybe a knife wound or even gunshot wounds. But you get the pretty quick the impression that this is not the to use a Shadowrun term, the street doc kind of clinic.
Right.
But more for actual medical stuff. This is more like a place you go when you're ill.
So it's more like a charity.
Yes, and there is a rather harassed looking, let's say, some kind of doggy. Let's go at German Shepherd. A female one. How much? Oh, you have you. She's like looking over real quick. None of you look in actual trouble. You'll have to wait. I'm sorry. And then she's basically already moving on.
Vandal shrugs and will take a look around. Is there anyone who doesn't look super haggard and busy?
Well, it's difficult to say because the people who work here don't appear to be really wearing uniforms.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll go up to the German Shepherd and say, we're here for the job.
Job?
We're here
What
for
job?
treatment.
What?
I'll pull up the little posting on my toggle case and show it to her.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We are swarmed. Find a place to sit down. Somebody will be with you soon. So.
Okay. And Vandal will do so. Doonson. I can talk.
I don't.
We're out of coffee in the house today.
Oh no. I definitely need to
Yeah.
come visit then. I bring gifts of cooking and coffee.
And coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, find a seat and play games on my toggle case.
What about the others, the rest? You are allowed to give input as well.
I'm just gonna look around and see. Said there's a bunch of injured people all over the place, right?
Yeah, some.
I want to see if maybe are these people have something in common? Like, was like a giant mass car pile up, and like they're all from that, or are these just like random people with like injuries not pertaining to one another?
Seems to be mostly random.
Okay. Nothing suspicious here.
I am going to stay away from everyone because I have no points and also a vault in medicine, so I'm pretty sure if I touch someone, they would light on fire.
I am currently shopping on Borneo to see if I can find more decorations and or furniture for the tank.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit down, just kind of look around and people watch for a bit.
Because I had to find another jungle to replace Amazon.
Borneo. I like that.
This man obviously took a bullet wound to
I'm
the
afraid
chest.
I'm afraid I don't get it.
Instead
Tire
of-
tracks across it instead.
It's another jungle.
Amazon, the company, is named after a jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Razzie being a doof.
Mm-hmm. I had to find something in the same vein as Burger Sovereign. I tried real hard.
I love Burger Sovereign.
I do too. It's so good.
Alright, well, with that in mind,
Where did my notes go? There they are. You are sitting there for maybe something like 20 minutes. Before you are approached by a female rat who, contrary to everybody else who, at least appeared like they were working here, is actually wearing a like coat or whatever they wore in HSD to signify that they are a doctor. More typical doctor outfit.
right on. Vandal will stand up and say, take it you were the one who made the posting?
Yes. Please do follow me.
Right on. Shrug and follow along. Looks like you guys do a lot of work here.
Yes, we do have a lot of customers, although I don't like that term.
Right. Is this mostly a charity operation, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is a sad truth that although progenitors, credit where credit is due, they do a lot of good work, but not everything can afford their work, or is or well, to say it differently, pay the price they ask, even if it's not always monetary.
Right. Not to mention, it's not like there's a lot of infrastructure down here. We can't just hop a lift and make it to the hospitals on time.
That is true as well.
Well, Doc, what can we help you with?
She leads to an office. It's not very large. It's a bit cramped, and there's not enough seats for each of you.
Now stand.
I bring my own.
I sit on the Robo-Ferret.
Alright, so at this rate, no one is using any of the seats.
I will sit on the chair like a regular vector being.
I'll just try to be polite, but
No,
I remembered.
I'll sit in one of the chairs, but it's gonna be Vandal's gonna just kind of scramble atop it like a toddler trying to get onto a stool.
Capable, guys! Capable!
Just because she's micro doesn't mean she's incapable. I'm gonna get HR on you.
Alright, so, I am Dr. Salinas, but please call me Ease.
Doctor what?
Salinas.
Okay.
Okay, I was hearing something else. I was like, wait.
I don't even want to know.
Alright, I'm gonna make notes.
I do run this place, and I found myself in a bit of a bind, as they say. As you can probably imagine, running a place like this is not cheap. It's not actually quite as expensive as for janitors or frankly the other corporations would have you believe. We can get by with very little, but especially since some generous individuals managed to set us up let's say a medical printer that Progenitus does not really.
Interesting.
However, we are even though that means we can create a lot of the things we need ourselves, we still need resources, the raw materials.
So, medicine, biomass, that sort of stuff?
Yes. Not actual medicine, but yes, the raw materials that you feed into the printer. I presume you know that those do not create something out of nothing.
I mean, yeah, but would violate one of the basic laws of thermodynamics.
Yes.
I did pay attention in science class, even though I tried not to.
And that is where you come in. Not only are these are the kinds of raw materials we need. They're not really cheap in the first place. That is unfortunately true. They're also not something that's not necessarily available for purchase, to the general public. And we would like to stay under Progenitus's radar.
So keep it low profile and make sure that nobody catches on that there's something really, really valuable. Makes sense. You don't advertise that you keep your access codes to all of your private file systems in your, rental car unlocked.
Yes. So, I need you to get us these raw materials, and soon, please.
Right. Any, have anything specific in mind, or is this, something up for us?
I do have a list.
Okay.
She's like tapping her tongue and sending it to you.
Out of character, I'm assuming it's not like a list of people's names. Like, yes, chuck these individuals into the bioprinter for me, will you?
No, it's a list of like need 20 kilograms of this chemical and 50 kilograms of this chemical.
Right.
And 3 Steves.
3 people named Steve. Alright. Vandal shrugs and says, simple enough. So just keep a low profile, make sure that it's not going to get traced back for anything particular.
Yes.
If that's the real reason they keep making these crazy spellings of different names. So when Soylent Green flavors come around,
I'm pretty sure it's mostly just because so they can copyright them for changing one ingredient in the name.
Squeaks' ears are just kind of flicking around as while reading through the list.
Is everything all right?
See?
Hold on, I got it. It's in character.
Oh, what? Yes, I'm okay.
I'm trying to do a thing with Squeaks' dick.
See, I heard something different there.
Mm-hmm.
I heard... Never mind.
It's the.
Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Do tell.
Anyway, the,
Squeaks cannot confirm or deny having one. Terrible.
The chemicals on the list, are any of them particularly hazardous?
So I see.
Either for transportation or in terms of, getting put on IRPF watch lists?
There's some stuff in there that probably shouldn't be spilled, or
Right.
drunk, stuff like that.
That sounds like a challenge.
I'm saying I'm not saying it can't be. I'm saying it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But nothing like, nothing really volatile or super illegal.
Right.
Or that'll depopulate a city block if you open the canister.
I
Right.
was legit about to have Squeaks ask, is any of this gonna get us on a watch list? But that just got answered.
This is more like stuff that that the corporation's primary progenitors, obviously, they don't sell the stuff openly because people don't generally need it.
Yeah.
And this is for printing, like literal medicine and medical related things. And people are supposed to go into a progenitor's clinic for that, not print it at home.
Alright. Well, everything seems to be in order. Nothing seems weird or out of the ordinary. Do we have a specific time frame, or is this just sort of as soon as possible?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Alright.
Looking at the list, and running just a quick search on my toggle case, are there any specific companies that are primary manufacturers for these?
Give me a Mind Expert protocol roll.
Let me see. Skill list. Protocol, I have 1 point in that. Mind Exert. What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay.
Nice! Wait.
I don't have a boon or anything, so. Vandal's sitting there with a scrunchy face like,
What you looking for?
Trying to see if there's any specific manufacturers for these chemicals, like any. I know a lot. I'm not much of a chemist, but in cyber technology, ASR tends to run specific manufacturing groups who do specific things. So if you want like combat-ready cyberware, you want to go to this company. If you want to get, civilian gadgets, you want to go to this company. If you want, entertainment software, you go to another. I'm just seeing if there's specific manufacturers who hold the manufacturing rights to these.
Let me,
How loud are you having this conversation?
I imagine we're still in the office, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
left
say that
yet.
that you left, so
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just in the office, and she's just holding this kind of openly, just like,
Mhm.
hey,
Uh,
I'm trying to figure out who makes these.
Maddie, what were you going to do?
I was just gonna ask if I could assist.
You can try.
Okay. Same check?
Mm-hmm.
As Melly says, all right, everything seems to be in order, and we'll definitely take the job. We should probably get out of your hair, just so you can get back to your work, Doctor.
Yes, I do hope to hear from you very soon.
Vandal
Dang.
gives her a smile, nod, and heads out.
All right.
Dang technology these days. Don't make
Them
any
dang old
sense.
chemicals putting in the water, them dang old. Tell you what.
God dang it, Bobby.
Gotta get Bubber.
So, are there any rerolls being used here, or are you just digging with
it's-
these?
Far too early to blow it, but we don't have any other real leads.
Yeah, no, just let's blow all of our
Yeah, I'll use a boon point and a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 focus to try and change that 1. Not 1d18, that is wrong. Oh. Yeah, that works.
That should be exactly 12. Yeah, I mean, obviously progenitors, if not progenitors themselves, through one of their many subsidiaries.
Let's...
and they don't typically sell these, you said, so
Nope.
that would be interesting.
But I mean, that's the and any progenitors clinic is gonna have a stockpile of these.
Okay. Is there any sort of black market for these chemicals?
Yes, of course.
Is it gonna be worth the contract price, though? Like, price per card.
That is difficult to say. For one, since you didn't actually ask how much you'll be paid.
Well, that's an easy fix, because Vandal is going to shoot a text message to the doctor and say, if we were to negotiate a steady supply, could it be presumed that we would be paid a paid contract price, and then she'll put in parentheses like how much is the standard contract price, and would the cost of acquisition be covered? So basically, what she's offering is, I can find you a supply that I can play middleman for.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
What you get back is well, if we can afford the available market prices, wouldn't have to hire you.
Yeah.
But if you can find a supplier that we can afford, by all means.
Well, time to talk to my good old underworld contacts.
I don't remember what this does for me.
Would I, Vandal is just gonna be...
What sort of
scrolling.
underworld contracts do you have?
Well, I was going to say, I was gonna kind of spitball a little bit, just because I have the whole dubious origin, weird medical experiment background. Would I have any contacts through any of my past experiences? Regarding medical or chemical tech.
Maybe a little.
Okay.
I would give you that.
Want me to roll to see what I would have access to?
So what exactly are you doing now?
Essentially, I'm just trying to see, like, if there are any recommendations for, hey, if, I guess 2 tacks. We could rob a place, to be completely blunt, and if we were going to rob a place, what would be the most likely place that we could rob, where it would be, A, not very noticeable, and B, pretty much immediately replaceable? So, aka people that would be upset that there was a robbery, but wouldn't be like, manhunt! Over it. And then the other tactic would be something akin to, like, is there anybody who might owe me favors that could set up illicit
Where do these
suppliers?
chemicals get shipped from, and how secure are their shipments?
Yeah.
I did pull up a few possibilities from the earlier check, yeah. Like what supplier companies there are.
Progenitors and progenitor subsidiaries, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's try the underworld dealing route before we resort to crimes. Well, heavier crimes.
So we'll
Crimes
we'll
instead of
resort
crimes.
We'll result to other people doing crimes for us and us paying them before we result to crimes ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're subcontracting.
And also, it would be good to try and get a steady supply for them, honestly.
Yeah, that was kind of my main thought with the whole contact underworld people is like, you know, they have kind of a vested interest because it's where they can take, you know, gang members or whatever to get patched up, no questions asked. And also, you know...
Delegate.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think, Tygon?
All right. I think. Okay, now this is what you're asking for is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna say I need a couple of checks for this.
Okay.
And this is gonna be a group effort. So I would like to see at least one check from every group member.
Okay.
Let's see. So you're contacting a couple of people you know.
Yep.
Looking up stuff and now I would like at least one medicine check just because of the general topic.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh god, I don't think any of us have medicine.
Can I?
Nope.
Since we're dealing with raw chemicals. Since we're dealing with raw chemicals, can I make a science check instead?
Okay, I'll allow it.
Chemicals, damn it.
But do not roll yet, please. I'm still thinking.
Chemicals, damn it.
I would like one of you to make a communication check,
I can do that.
and depending on the angle, the other two roll either protocol. Well, two protocol rolls. I will allow one of those to be a sabotage roll instead.
Oh, I should probably do the sabotage then.
If you're going for a more legal angle to the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the sabotage.
So I got a boon and 2 points in sabotage. In communication, I just got a single point.
I have 4 points and a boon in sabotage.
But it was still the max.
No, four is. You can get to a 5th point, but that requires something special.
Alright, so, sorry, I heard the, science roll 2 people for a sabotage or protocol. And last check is...
Communication.
I have 0 communication.
That'd probably be me then, because like I said, I just have a rank in it.
Well,
Only 2 dice. I assume it's obviously going to be a community roll.
Yes. So, for the science check is going to be Mind Exert at difficulty 3.
Okay.
The communication is community exert. Difficulty 3 as well. Let's say protocol and sabotage are gonna be both mind exert.
Mhm.
And for the protocol, difficulty 3. For the sabotage, difficulty 4.
Okay.
I'll take the one of the protocol.
Okay.
Since
I
that's
guess I'll
about.
do the communication.
Alright.
So, in order for the.
Yeah, let's start with science.
Razzie.
Okay, so I'm doing the science.
Yes.
Okay, what's the difficulty? I missed that part. I was
3.
I was trying so hard to figure out what everyone else was doing that I missed the
Mind exert science difficulty 3.
D3. Okay. Eh.
+1.
Yeah, I'm gonna plus 1.
Alright.
I was just looking at that like, really? Really?
Let's do communication next.
There we go.
Chemicals.
Hey!
Wow.
Nice. Protocol, please.
Okay, this was a difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh well. See how this goes. Boon property. Is there something to try and make it easier or to work with someone else towards the goal?
That sounds like it would be a technique of some sort.
Normally I would allow, to aid and get my, I don't know, simplification or something. But you all have your task in this, so you can't help each other. You are already helping each other with this.
Where is the list? There it is. Fuck it. 10% discount on negotiation.
Yeah, this would be something where that's applicable.
Did I close the... I did. I am...
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't close it. I friggin' used the tab. Ah! God, I'm sorry. I have a mess today. Oh wow, it actually saved my roll.
Alright,
Nice.
Vandal, your sabotage roll, please.
Difficulty 4, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oof.
Alright, I'm going to re-roll the D8. That's 1 focus.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I can't see it. It landed behind the news.
It's 4, so
So
Plus
that goes up to
2.
10, so I'll re-roll the D6.
+2.
So now I've actually
Oh.
spent a focus, because my first one was the boon, and that brings it exactly to 12.
That is an even 12. Very nice. Okay. So, you spend, you guys spend quite some time. When I say this takes you well into the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Basically making calls, researching stuff, sending out emails, calling in favors, stuff like that. Um, and what this comes down to is well, there's nothing locally.
Right.
There's
Because I presume otherwise the doctor would have negotiated that already if there was.
yeah, no, it's also, you know, it's the only actual manufacturing that is done locally is very tightly in Progenitus' grasp.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to be gained from there, at least not for any price that is that would make it worth it. So what you do manage is is to find a supplier, a smaller company, which is probably still a subsidiary of Progenitus, but let's say a bit more distance. You know, they're not watched as tightly, as closely. Sorry. You know, and then you manage to find a sympathetic ear there, and can arrange that for a modest fee, a certain amount of, let's say, surplus production will
Right.
be will be diverted into the right channels.
Okay.
However, it's gonna take a couple of weeks
Right.
before you know, basically the first shipment arrives.
So, with that in mind, do we want to do that and then also say, just in terms of raw, like, we need stuff as soon as possible, do we want to do a quick, like, robbery as well as this long-term plan? Is, like, I guess what I'm asking is, I'm asking as the player, would Vandal's knowledge of the job and kind of protocol on these sort of things, would this be more in addition to just, like, grabbing a quick shipment, or is this a solution?
What you were hired for is to get them the stuff they need now.
Yes.
You know, this little supply thing you have worked out. They will probably be seriously happy about this. But that is not a solution to the to the problem they are facing now, which they hired you to solve.
Okay. So, Vandal is going to put a pin in that. And she's going to basically say, like, absolutely, we're going to do this. I'd like to get the ball rolling, you know. Start stocking funds up to get that going. And then, in addition, she's also basically going to cross... She's going to take a look at the subsidiaries that we, like, looked at for, like, helping us, and cross those off of the list of people that we're looking at maybe robbing. So we don't say double dip.
Hey, I know we're working out a deal, but can we rob you too?
We'll ask nicely.
Yeah, I don't think the deal would work if we were to rob this particular place, because then security would be
it's also
eye.
it's also like I said, it's not local, so you would need to travel like halfway across the planet.
Yeah.
That might
Okay.
be difficult.
So
Alright.
as far
Well, you
as
could, but then you have to
Yeah.
bring all that stuff.
back.
Yeah.
So as far as local
night.
stuff, are there any stockpiles?
Like I said, any progenitor's clinic would have one.
Okay. That's a question. Vandal, look at progenitus clinics that would be closest to the. Right on. Closest to the Undercity area, so we wouldn't have to go through Fancy Town looking all suspicious.
Mhm.
And also look at like in addition to all that, look at clinics that are maybe having some work done on them. You know, so that they're still operational, but you know, it's like out of the 3 floors, the third floor office space is having work done or something like that.
Okay. What would be a good role for that? I don't want to say protocol again.
Maybe just like community perceive or mind perceive. Just because I'm just
Yeah.
essentially running a search and looking at maps.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Give me a community perceive roll. for
Okay.
42.
Alright. I'm gonna re-roll one of those d8s. We'll call it the first one out of formality's sake.
And I guess I'm gonna +1 the other one.
Oh, that's a 12.
What?
Got an 11 with a 3. Oh no! For some
You went
reason,
down.
my brain was still on 2s. So no, I'm. I look at the map and my eyes just sort of glaze over.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. You are at. You're still at 10 right now.
Yep.
If you +1, that you're only at 11.
Yep. For some reason, I thought I was still rolling. I thought I was still adjusting the 2s from before. Like I said, there's no coffee in the house, so.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Well, Vandal tried to cross-reference places that are like close to the Undercity with places that are currently undergoing like minor renovation or are otherwise like easier to slip into, and she kind of wasn't able to.
You do manage to find like let's say 3 different clinics that are that would have like a opportune location. But nothing about any renovations or anything being done on any of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a partial success.
Do you want to get a bigger one? Smaller one? I could see pros and cons to both.
Yeah, so can I. Honestly, I'd prefer doing something bigger just because, yeah, bigger places are scarier, but at the same time, they have more stock and they're less likely to,
Manhunt.
feel the hurt, as it were.
Less likely to call manhunt for missing some supplies.
Yeah, it's like at worst they'll file an IRPF report. At best, too costly to investigate. Well, that's the hope at least.
we don't need to go loud.
I mean, we're robbing a hospital. I don't exactly feel comfortable going loud.
Yeah. I was just referring to the last job where we had to steal someone.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Right now you have to steal a couple of crates.
Yep. Which, on the upside, you know... So long as we, get them out intact, doesn't really matter how. As long as we do it quick. Okay. So let's get a list of those hospitals and scope a couple out. Just see what their, security looks like, and... I mean, heck, if we're lucky, we might be able to false flag some, shipments going in, and, just see if we can't either nab them while they're, getting shipped in, or, just pretend that we're deliveries and go off of that.
Actually, I think I have a legitimate reason for us to be in there, too.
Oh, yeah?
Squeaks. What's the thing that makes Squeaks talk?
ESP node.
Hasn't your ESP node been on the fritz for quite some time? You think we would go in there for a little adjusting or something that might be enough to get us past the front desk? Plus, it wouldn't hurt you.
I mean...
Error.
that
I
would
don't
get
know
us-
what you're talking about.
I mean, that would get us past the front desk, and we could at least use that to scope the place out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you two go in... Either do a distraction where you two go in and, Duke runs, some vent work, or,
Toss me a few of your cameras.
yeah. I mean, so long as they actually stay hidden, then I don't see why not.
I think like a negative in sabotage. No. Okay, it's like mediocre.
I mean, I could always slip in too and just
Pro-
stick to the vents.
Problem is I have a fault in sabotage.
I mean, that's what I'm for.
See, you'd be there for legitimate reasons.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
There's no legitimate reasons for Vandal to be in there. Fortunately, she likes the legitimate reasons for doing things.
And it's a progenitor's clinic, you know, as long as you paid your progenitor's fees, then they're not gonna just kick you out.
Right.
No, they might ask you to leave when it becomes apparent that you have no medical problems. You know?
Yeah.
Please go home, don't clutter up the place.
Right.
I figured it would give us a bit more time than just asking for a checkup.
And quote unquote getting lost, perhaps. Shouting construction workers, okay.
Yeah, I'd say let's start with the bigger of the three and go from there.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so who would be going in legitimately aside from Squeaks? Probably one person could get away with accompanying them.
I mean, maybe I could. Just, but then again, I think it would probably be best if a couple people went in legitimately and I slipped in.
I may...
Maybe get a map of the place sketched out so that we can plan around that instead of going in blind.
I may not be as good at it as you, but I think I could stay in the background and try and make sure everything is working when you start setting up and hiding things.
I mean, true, but like, I'm harder to see.
That's why I was saying it probably shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the legitimate front is up to you guys. I can just run the tech.
I'm just wondering what I would be doing in there more than anything.
Playing mom? I don't know.
Yes, the
Or concerned friend.
blip playing mom.
Or one of you could assume the role of concerned
You
friend.
said it right as I clicked it, damn it.
Yeah, but I meant, like, aside from... What would be the reason for us going in there legit, aside from trying to get a look around?
I mean,
Would there be more of a reason to bring 2 instead of just 1?
let's just get Squeaks like really rip-roaring drunk. I don't know. Or just say he's sick, or, you know, I don't know. Maybe get one of their medical technicians to take a look at the ESP node. I could upload a benign something into the ESP node, and that could be our cover.
So sorry, I'll be right back.
Right.
Duke, what are you wanting to do in this? Be right back.
Okay, good. I was about to say I think I gave him I was thinking I gave Squeaks the same thing I gave to you. Where they can't get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's something else. Oh yeah, that was something else. That was a lizard thing. Never mind.
Let me see.
I could probably go in with Squeaks.
Yeah. I mean, like, I presume that while ASR does most of treatment on cogs, it's not unheard of to have cogs go into Progenitus facilities, like, with a friend.
Not at all.
So, okay, so you two go in, and I can use, maybe... Tygon, I have an idea. Can I use Voice Jack to upload random samples of, like, garbage audio that Squeaks will just, like, say?
Oh, like
Sorry.
Squeaks just randomly blurts out like something from the top 100 charts.
Yeah, or like just he has like there's some sort of bio-digital connection version of Tourette's.
Oh no. Or
Give me a moment to check on that.
better idea.
Okay, I have an idea, but I hope I can find it.
No. Upload something that makes it to where it responds to any thought, not any thought that's intended to be voiced.
That's a terrible idea during an infiltration. Huh, I wonder how Vandal is doing bugging the vents so that we have a good map of this place so that we can steal the chemicals. Why am I talking out loud? Oh my god, shut up, me.
Why are my thoughts suddenly so loud? Movie reference. Or I could just, pretend that's the case.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of the Stitch scene where he puts his finger to the record player and...
Oh my god. My poor Fennec, what are we doing?
Also,
We're robbing a hospital.
Yes, Melly?
I'm very sorry for being there. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just... person who doesn't like eyes dealing with eyelash. Not fun.
Ugh.
Alright. Regarding voice jack, I will allow it. You know, it's normally I would say no, but since you are basically dealing with a willing target in this case, assuming Squeaks is willing, I will allow that.
Okay. I'll just have it be like random audio of like that sounds like some sort of feedback. That with the justification of it sounds like it might be some sort of brain machine interface error that could be a sign of something.
Okay. I will require a sabotage check.
Okay. I get to sabotage my friends. What difficulty?
Difficulty 3. This is a bit more challenging.
All right. Through the power of bipolar luck.
That
Okay.
works.
Yep. You can set that up, and you're positive that it will actually look like an error, not like somebody messed with it.
Right. There you go, Squeaks. One brain machine software error. Make things fun for all of us.
Oh no. Oh no. I have a feeling this went poorly.
Alright. Well, so it's up to you guys to get us in the front door, and I'll just sort of skulk around and try and get a sense of the place.
Do you want me to have like a camera or listening device or something, or just look around?
Look around mostly, but I think we could come at it from two angles. If Duke and Squeaks wants to take the front, play legitimate, then I could go more through the front infiltration, and or we could just both go in the back. Find a loading dock or ambulance bay or something like that. Sneak in.
I'm just kind of thinking. Honestly, the easiest way to get in is literally just go through the front door. Just act like you belong there. No one's ever going to raise a question. You're trying to sneak in, and it looks obvious.
I mean, you're not wrong. Go for this whole social engineering angle and just say, hey, I'm here to, check the status of a couple switches that the office workers are reporting errors on. That is if anyone even questions my presence.
Get an outfit, get some tools. It'd help if someone can actually hack in and maybe make a problem.
I mean, that's the easy part. I mean, the other thing is, we probably don't want to do a full-on infiltration of the place, just because we don't want to tip them off that somebody might be trying to rob it and then increase security, so it might honestly be better if, just Duke and Squeaks go in and get lost and kind of get a sense of the place.
I do have infrastructural engineering and form follows function, so if I could kind of at least get in there and look around a little bit, I should be able to at least get a general rough layout of where things would be.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like how we did the sketch of the that first facility that we broke into.
And I might be able to, again, friends in low places, might be able to find a security guard or someone there that might be willing to assist.
Bring in more people on it usually means potential for things to get.
Oh, we don't have to bring them in on it. We could just convince them like we're investors or something looking to open up a new facility, taking a look at current facilities for rough layout designs. You don't look at a schematic so much, you'd really need to go see it in person.
Yeah. That being said, honestly, Tygon, how hard would it be for me to get schematics of the place?
That can probably be done.
Okay. What sort of difficulty would that be? Just kind of prowling around for because I know a lot of construction companies put up like blueprints of stuff they made as portfolio things, but would I be able to take the publicly accessible, hey, look at how awesome a job we did on this hospital, and could I like pull up like emergency evacuation plans and other stuff like that and just sort of cross-reference them?
Sounds like I am sitting this out, and I do not mind in the slightest because this is not my forte.
I mean,
that
Melly
is-
actually, sorry to interrupt Tygon, but Melly, if you want to just observe the place physically like you did with the last op, that would probably be handy. After I get some schematics.
This is one of the things that Duke is actually pretty good at, is just infiltrating from the front.
It sounds like Duke would do a much better job at that.
Despite the
But
fact that I'm
anyway,
a
Tygon, you were
six-legged
saying.
cog that stands out like a sore thumb.
Guys! Tygon, you were saying?
Honestly, I forgot.
Oh. Whoops.
Wasn't
My
me.
bad.
What were we talking about? The schematics. Cross-referencing schematics.
Yes.
Before we do anything else.
Give me a mind exert sabotage roll. Difficulty 3.
3? Okay. God.
Not like that.
Oh, I'm gonna use my boon to. I need to use the boon to +1 and then I reroll.
If you want to reroll the 1, yes.
Yes, I will.
It is new day, yeah?
Yes. It's been 2 days since the last contract, so that's 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll re-roll the other d8 for giggles. Hey! 2 left. Here we go.
It's not showing up for me yet.
Says connection has been interrupted.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
For me
Oh,
too.
there it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it goes.
Roll 20, are you okay?
Okay. Yeah, you managed to find some schematics for the building. They might be a little out of date. No, they're like a couple of years old.
Okay.
There might have been changes in the meantime.
Well, I think this might be the closest we can get, guys, but if we want to do physical surveillance, I know you said you're pretty good at that, Duke?
Yeah, I'm not too bad at it.
Probably better than I would be.
This is why I'm trying to increase his community.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. That's your area of expertise.
Okay. Let's see. What about you, Squeaks? Any plans on how to play this?
Sneaky really isn't my thing.
Drive a tank through the front.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's a medical emergency.
Keyboard, why do you do this to me?
Well, the two obvious ones that come to mind.
You leave
is-
my home out of this.
The two obvious ones that come to my mind are we're just inspecting the building as like some form of an investors, or perhaps we're there for medical treatment. Obviously, with me being a cog, that wouldn't really float there, so maybe we could bring
No,
Squeaks in?
even as a cock, you still totally go to progenitors for treatment.
Okay. There's something wrong with my leg. Which one?
Yes!
All
Yes!
6 of them.
I need a tune-up.
Would it be a tune-up or a checkup?
Por qué no los dos?
Gesundheit.
Yeah, let's go with that. Well, I do still have those nice clothes from the last time we infiltrated from the front door.
This is true.
What we learned from the schematics, or were you unable to get them?
I was able to get the schematics, but that's mostly going to help the actual infiltration more than getting a sense of the layout.
Sorry, I'm like formulating ideas here. I'm thinking the most obvious one would probably be just to go in, say we have need to get looked at. They take us to one of the rooms. Then while we're in there, inevitably waiting for the doctor, one of us will just slip out of there. I don't know, maybe get a lab coat or something. And just pretend like we belong there and walk around for a little bit, try to figure out where things are. And if someone asks us questions, lie through our teeth. How do you guys feel about this?
I think that's fine.
keep a lookout for cameras and stuff too, please.
Yes. Thank you. It's a good idea.
The last thing we need is to avoid a whole section of town because they got our faces during the robbery.
Yeah, that's okay there. I have a knack of being able to blend in with the crowd even if they already know my face.
I grab my tail and point at the wings. I am not. I cannot. Yeah, I'll let you guys do your work, and I'll stay on the sideline for this.
I don't remember where the background stuff. Oh, there it is. Anyone else got input? Squeaks?
Squeaks.
Typing! You horses! We don't have any horses.
Sorry.
I wonder if that term's offensive for vectors.
Probably.
Just remember to fix it if they don't.
Squeaks is just
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of gonna... eye vandal.
Okay.
What was the thing you put in? Into the
Every so often, Squeaks is just gonna randomly say something.
Just like random feedback and Tourette style stuff. It's like basically nonsense.
so suddenly modem sounds.
Yeah, basically.
God.
With the idea that it's like that's what would happen if there was an error between the like implant and brain. Like sort of the mind machine interface.
That should work. And it might be kind of rare enough for them to actually take a little bit of time to fix, which might give me more time to figure things out.
Just ask where the bathroom is.
Alright.
Let's see, do we need anything else?
I'm very sorry. I just got distracted big time.
Aw.
No worries.
New character in League of Legends.
Oh.
Ooh.
A magical kitty writing a magical book.
Aw.
What?
She looks adorable.
But yeah, I'd say I'd say I like the plan for infiltration.
Okay.
Mostly because it's simple and just gets us more information.
So what are you actually going to do?
I'll leave Squeaks and Duke to explain that one.
You all.
Oh, well, I was going to cross-reference the designs with the plans, that, Duke and Squeaks are able to suss out. They were gonna go in with the error in Duke's voice box, and,
You mean Squeaks?
yeah, with Squeak's voice box, sorry. I was looking at Duke's avatar when I said that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe have one of them get lost on the way to the bathroom and try and see, like, has there been obvious renovations that have changed things up? Maybe hide a camera or two, and essentially just try and get a feel for place and how secure they are. And then, you know, go through the things and then leave. And then after we get the map, kind of the rough map of the place, try and figure out where the storage is located off of the, you know, eyes-on view and the schematics that Vandal got. And then just basically go straight for there when we do infiltrate the place.
Okay.
But I think Vandal is going to try and identify where the chemical storage would be before they go on their clinic run. That way, when they get lost, they might be able to make their way there easier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I said we're gonna go in, try to find stuff. Might need a... And here's a question. Do the doctors in there still have, like, the stereotypical, like, white doctor's coat, or do they have something different?
I do not actually know, but there probably is some sort of uniform.
It would be helpful if I were to get one of those uniforms, at least like hide it somewhere, like perhaps like in a backpack. That way when I get there, I can put on that uniform and it'll help me blend in a little bit easier when just kind of going around the hallways.
Okay.
I guess you could say I'm doing a little bit of the catch me if you can vibe.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, for that, give me, a community exert protocol roll, please.
Difficulty?
I'm gonna say 2.
Okay, I have a boon in protocol. I think that really helps me in this type of situation. And no points either. Yeah, I'm gonna use the boon to plus that 1, then a focus to reroll it.
Okay.
Close.
Okay, that's at 10.
Mm-hmm.
And guess I could try to use another focus to reroll that other 4. Do
Okay.
that, right?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
There you
so yeah, you get yourself an outfit together that you are pretty sure should be convincing, at least at a glance.
Put it on. So what do you guys think? You look like a doctor?
Look like enough of a doctor to me. Vandal looks to be biting her tongue, like wanting to say something, but just kind of giggling.
Good enough.
Hold on.
Oh hey doc, good timing. I'm having this issue with my ESP node.
I'd say that's convincing enough for Squeaks. Okay, let's do this.
Is the issue is that the last few weeks you were having laryngitis and were a heavy smoker?
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you smoke? Apparently. Apparently, I guess I do.
I'll take that outfit off, grab a backpack, shove it in there.
Mhm.
Kind of put it in such a way that's not going to be a wrinkled mess afterwards. But let's see.
Oh, that's I'm gonna need a folding check.
If you guys knew me, that would actually make perfect sense. And I'm gonna bring my tools as well. You never know when you might find a locked door. Squeaks, do you need anything, or are we ready to go?
I think I'm all set.
What?
Just. Never mind.
Okay, well, let's get going. How far away was this actual place?
It's a bit of a drive.
Close to the intercity, but yep. Ow! Oh god, elbow popped.
Ow. Well, unless there's anything else you want to do, I say we should, go call, hail an Uber, or take the bus or something. Sadly, I don't think driving the tank there would be the best.
But it might be fun though.
Okay. Yeah, if that's that, then, head out. Take it there's not really much special, like hailing a cab or anything like that?
No.
Okay, then, we're on our way.
To adventure.
So I'm just like looking over my character sheet, seeing what options I may have. guess once we get there, just going through the front door, up to the front counter, and wait for a nurse or something, or log in to schedule an appointment. Got in the emergency room.
Okay.
Squeaks awaits the check-in.
Yep.
Okay, so just to recap, what is everybody doing?
I am identifying where the storage room is on the blueprints to
Mhm.
try and get them to try and give them a direction to wander in when they get lost while infiltrating. So if I need to roll to identify where the storage would be on the blueprints that I dredged up. What would
Okay.
that be?
I'm gonna say either engineering or protocol.
Okay. Do I have any points in engineering? I have a single point in protocol, none in engineering, no boons in either, so I'm gonna roll protocol.
Okay.
What difficulty?
Difficulty 3.
Okay. Well, time to spend my last 2 focus re-rolling that 1. Alright. Wish me luck. Hey!
That works.
Okay, nice. You cannot be 100% certain because only a couple of things are actually labeled on these blueprints. But you can identify a couple of spaces that you think might be storage rooms.
Okay. I will... Essentially, before they leave, I'm going to show that to Duke and Squeaks and be like, these are the rooms you want to check out while you're there, and I will give them a sort of impromptu map from the, like, front desk, patient rooms, and any other sort of entrances, and see which one might be the closest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just, hey, check out these 2 rooms while you're there, or at least try to.
Okay. Kind of take a photo of it, little mental picture.
You can probably just have it on your toggle.
True.
Are you saying you have photographic memory? Do you have the storage for that?
Hey.
Lillian, are you doing anything?
I don't believe there is anything I could really do, so I am just gonna stay to the sideline for this particular event.
Okay. So, Squeaks and Duke, you are arriving at the clinic, the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It looks much different from the one that hired you. Well, for one, it's a dedicated building, and it's Progenitus's typical grandiose style.
Cool.
You know that this looks at least in part, looks more like a church than a hospital.
Mhm.
And not in a gothic style, you know, obviously still sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entrance has like a huge vaulted ceiling and decorations everywhere. This is very nice.
Some like fractal designs all over the walls and ceiling.
Yeah.
It's one of the fancy places.
Obviously the progenitors logo.
Hidden in all over the place.
Yeah, and sometimes not hidden. It's like huge and in gold, very shiny. It's very very pretty.
But also probably hidden into all of the patterns everywhere because why not?
Yeah.
I just imagined it like the Oricon Void tile set.
Yeah, probably.
The Progenitus architecture style is probably one of my favorites.
So, there is a sort of reception desk area.
We will make our way over there, kind of looking around, just I don't know, checking for anything like obvious that just kind of stands out. Doorways, what looks like secured areas,
Yeah.
giant signs that says chemicals this way.
Utility
Okay,
closet.
there are no giant signs that says chemical. Right? Give both of you give me a protocol roll though.
Difficulty?
Difficulty and which trait?
Mind or community? I'll leave that to you. Difficulty 2.
No difference either way.
Boring.
And I do have a boon in protocol.
No! No!
No, Squeaks isn't seeing anything. But Duke, you are able to make out some security personnel. They are very, let's say, unobtrusive, but definitely there.
Okay.
You can make out one or two like security camera like devices, or at least what you think are those. And it's a safe bet that there's more.
Okay, so basic security at the very least. Security guards on watch that look like they're bored out of their minds because nothing really ever happens. Security cameras that probably no one's actually really watching.
Oh, be right back.
That is assumptions you are making.
True.
I mean, it might be like that hospital one of my cousins worked at as a nurse, where somebody walked into the lobby, fired 15 rounds out of a handgun in the ceiling, and demanded drugs. And then a different person did the same thing literally the next day.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty brutal. Okay, so make our way up to the front counter and wait there for someone to, well, come and help us. Sign in, make an appointment, stuff like that.
Sounds good to me.
Raznir, are you still away? I want to wait for Razi to get back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. So you make your way to the reception area thing. Now there are quite a number of people around here. You know, like as in what are probably patients. But compared to the underground clinic, this is all very organized and very efficient. And even though there's a line, you only have to wait like 5 minutes.
Wow, that's really is the future.
Before it is your turn, and a smiling let's say a seal, smiling seal. Welcome to Progenitus. What can we do for you?
Hi.
Wait, what did you say they were?
Here. Seal.
Seal.
Male or female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. My friend here seems to be having a little bit of issues with.
Hi, I seem to be having problems with my ESP. No, wow, he's cute.
Yeah. I think you could see the problem.
Dang it.
Okay.
There's a mode of like staring and blinking. I see. And he starts to enter things. Your name, please.
Quick, name fake names.
Oh no, we should have learned this out beforehand.
You can just use your real names.
Alex.
As a okay. Quick time out. For one, you thanks to Vandal's manipulation, you do have a legitimate problem that needs fixing.
Okay.
And also, if you give a fake name, the friendly seal is gonna enter it into the system. And gonna get a I'm sorry that person doesn't exist.
Issue though.
Very true.
I never gave
Yes?
Squeaks a real name.
Well, you can just say out of character like he gives his real name.
Yeah, out of character Squeaks gives real name.
Does
Probably significantly unisex.
okay, let me ask this way. Does Squeak have a legitimate identity?
Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, yeah, just give your real name and that's fine.
You now no longer get to complain, oh no, I'm bad at coming up with character names.
Yeah. We tell him.
Yin, what are you doing?
What?
What?
I'm chewing on a green ribbon.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm fidgety because I don't have coffee.
Okay.
Normally, isn't
Is
it? It isn't normally that.
I was gonna say,
Doesn't that
normally
normally happen if
coffee
you
makes
have
you
coffee?
Yeah, but And
He's on caffeine withdrawal.
yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to ask because that looked really weird. Now, right. So you give your name and it's okay. And you say your ESP node. All right. Yeah. For how long has this problem been persisting?
I just look at Squeaks and try not to crack a smile. I'd say
Just
at
a
least
few days.
All right. Okay. Have this here. This looks fine. Right. So, if you would please proceed to the waiting area. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Squeaks is trying very hard and very obviously to or Squeaks is looking very embarrassed and just kind of trying to not say anything at this point.
Okay.
As should be obvious reasons for everyone.
So, you just head to the waiting room, take a seat. Again, kind of people watch a little bit. Don't think there's too much information that we could grab from the waiting room that we just didn't already get on the way in.
Probably nothing that is important to your to what you're trying to do now.
Okay. So yeah, just wait for our turn.
Okay. Again, it goes fairly quickly. You have to wait maybe 10 minutes. Before another Vector in Planetus uniform is approaching you. And asks, please follow me.
Alright, little buddy, let's get going.
Disgruntled animal noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are led to a couple of bright open hallways, and eventually into into a room that with like a medical scanner sort of equipment thing.
On the way there, I want to kind of take a look around, like quick peek through other doors, down hallways, just kind of looking for sign. Obviously doing all this stealthily, not making it obvious.
Mm-hmm. Give me another not to mix it up a little, give me a body exert check.
Shit, body exert, nothing else?
There is nothing else, it's just body
Okay.
exert.
Just make sure. And difficulty?
Since you're trying to be very stealthily, I must say, difficulty 3.
Okay. +1.
All right. You do notice some more security personnel. Again, they're unobtrusive, but they do seem to be taking security seriously here. And yeah, otherwise nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Not really many open doors you get to peek into. Yeah, they not just security. They also take their patients' privacy seriously here. And even so, it's a hospital. It's what you'd expect.
Any signs on the walls, like for directory, like ER this way, X-ray room that way, stuff like that, or
Really
supply, like supply closet that way.
Yes, there are some signs, but nothing like supply closet this way. These signs are obviously meant for patients, so they're pointing out the things where a patient would go to. Though, and those usually don't need to go to the supplies closets.
Okay, like restrooms and stuff.
I admit it's been a while since I have been in a hospital, but last time I checked, they don't make the patients go into the supply places and get the stuff themselves.
Oh, sounds like you've been to those fancy hospitals then.
Listen, I haven't been in a hospital in like probably well over a decade. Like, I don't know if there's like signs there to like help the doctors figure out where to go as well or not.
No, but
I honestly don't know.
No, but the doors themselves will be labeled.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of interns and, like, say there's a ambulance coming in that needs to restock its supplies. Ambulances aren't based out of specific hospitals, so they have to be labeled for the EMTs to come in and restock all of their stuff without having to bother all of the doctors and stuff for directions.
Yeah, but that's also probably not gonna be where you're going, but you know, somewhere where the ambulances would actually stop, so that they don't have to go halfway through the building to get their stuff.
And I'm pretty sure the stuff we're after is gonna be a little bit more rare use, aka it's gonna be locked up deeper in the supply. Somewhere.
What? Okay. what you would be looking for is the raw material stockpile. That's not gonna be in a closet somewhere. There's gonna be a large room with crates and stuff. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but we're also not talking about, hey, grab a handful of that, but grab 50 kilograms of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Grab a bag of that.
Okay. Nice, so got that information, so we'll just kind of follow the guy into the waiting room. Or not the waiting room, the room.
Yeah. He will actually he will ask Weeks to enter, but he will actually ask Duke, if you would wait here. There's a little waiting area over there.
Okay, sounds good. Where's the restroom?
T points you in the correct direction.
Okay, thank you. I'll be over in the waiting room. I just need to head to the restroom real fast.
Squeaksy's gonna sit in the room assigned and trying to look like, well, they're supposed to be there, which they are.
convenient,
That's it.
isn't it?
I know. Method acting.
Yeah. There's like a you know, general medic scanner unit in there.
Mhm.
And our files about you appear to be a bit outdated, so we're just gonna run a quick general scan. You know, it's nothing invasive, nothing to worry about. Just to update our data. So please try to hold still.
Oh no.
And you know, he's like operating the machinery, and there's a couple of
Sure
blinking
thing,
lights.
Doc.
Couple of noises. It takes, you know, not actually that long. Just a couple minutes. And this all right. Okay, this looks pretty good. All right. I will I will forward this. I will consolidate this in your data, and a doctor will be with you in a couple of moments. If you would please wait with your friend outside. And he directs you to the same waiting area that he had already directed Duke to. Duke, what are you actually doing in the meantime?
Well, once I get into the restaurant, I'm gonna first make sure that there's like no one else in there, then quickly swap clothes into the actual progenitus uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Probably what am I gonna do with that backpack? Any good place in the bathroom to stash it, to like where people aren't gonna find it, like under a counter.
Give me a quick sabotage roll. Body exert difficulty 2.
Okay, I got points and a boon. So I guess I'll do it stealthily. I'll re-roll that D10.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gotta do this to me?
How could this happen to me?
Because it wants to.
I'll take this one. I'll save my focus for later checks. I only have 3 focus left.
Okay.
I have none.
So, yeah, no, you can't find a good place. Are you going to just leave it somewhere in a corner? Hello?
Nope.
I'm thinking.
Oh.
Let's see. I might be able to swing by the waiting room and drop it off in there. Maybe set it outside a the room itself. That way Squeaks can pick it up.
Yep, you can try that.
Yeah, let's go ahead with that. Who knows, might actually run into Squeaks as he's going towards the waiting room.
Depends how quick you are. You're probably done putting on your disguise before Squeaks' scan is finished.
Okay, well, at the very least, I'll head out, drop the backpack off by the waiting room. Along the way, if there are any clipboards or any, I don't know, like a toggle that doctors use.
Clipboards, please. They were using
Tablets?
using tablets.
If there are any tablets, just happen to be laying out. With someone obviously not like in the process of using it or just setting it down, just kind of one laying there. I'd like to pick that up to kind of help with the disguise.
High or low?
Let's go low. That was very high.
That is rather high. Yes. No, I'm afraid you can't find one.
Dang.
Sorry.
No, I'm just like amazed at that roll. Jeez. Let's see. Okay, so I don't have that. Drop the backpack off. Well, then I'll pull out my own toggle. Kind of look at the schematics that Vandal gave me. Figure out the rough location of where we are and where we think that some those points of interest that he pointed out to us would be. Kind of start making my way over to there. Kind of keeping an eye out that I don't go into like any heavy restricted zone or any section off area.
Okay. There's one room that was like that Vandal said that okay, this one is like the most likely. Is basically near the back of the building where deliveries like would arrive. And you are, let's say, on the second floor somewhere, and this room would be on the ground floor, and like halfway across the building. So it would be a bit of a walk, but shouldn't be too difficult to get there.
Okay, I'll find the nearest staircase or elevator and start heading my way over there. Again, acting pretty casual. I belong here. Nothing to see here.
Give me a community exert communication roll, please.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 2.
There's my rolls that I wanted.
Okay. Yeah, yep. You draw a couple of looks here and there. but you act natural. Just walking around.
Not every day you see a six-legged cog doctor.
Doctor.
Probably with a bit more brisk walk. Like, hey, welcome down. No, he's not going for a walk. He has to be somewhere.
I'm on a mission.
And you make your way into the general area. Yeah, where that one room that Vandal marked is.
Okay. Any security cameras, security guards anywhere preventing access, or is it just kind of a?
There are guards. But just guards in general. They're not like guarding a specific door or something.
They're not guards.
Mm-hmm. Security personnel.
Yes.
Okay. I hear you, Vandal. Well, I guess I'll make my way into there. Again, kind of memorizing the layout of it, kind of cross-referencing with the toggle. Kind of using that as a little makeshift tablet. Like, hey, I'm actually checking on things and looking things up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Move
Ignore
along.
me.
Okay. Give me another community exert communication rule, please. Same one as before.
This one was so.
Yeah, that's not good.
Let's see. Anything to help with this? Don't know. The only thing I could possibly think of is maybe somehow friends in low places. But I don't. That's kind of a long shot. I do have more points I can re-roll. Just explore an option.
Well, that is up to you.
I'm gonna need a 7 in order to pass. That's asking a lot from a D8. I think I'll take this one unless friends on low places can help me out at all.
Excuse me?
I'll take this roll unless somehow I'm able to leverage friends in low places.
Are you saying finding like an intern or a doctorate student the kind who takes samples? Wink wonk.
Well, depending on who. Well, let's see how this rolls. This
The
roll plays
stoned
out first.
janitor
What
hiding in the
happens?
closet.
I have heard too many tales of these.
Let's see what happens in this roll first.
Let me think for a moment.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab the door real fast because my roommate's got yet another package.
Hey.
What?
Okay, I think I know what
My bad.
I'm gonna do. Welcome back. Give me a resolve save, please.
And how do we do that again?
Weak off your 2 mind scores versus the difficulty, which is going to be 2,
Mm-hmm.
and add your resolve save to the roll.
There is resolve save 2. Yes.
Okay, you passed. So, you see like one security guard, like looking a bit more suspicious. Who then approaches you. But you kind of manage to catch yourself, and assume a mannerism more, or at least what you assume more fitting for a doctor. A bit more like in command, in control. Like a figure of at least some authority. So the guard's expression as he approaches changes somewhat, but he still approaches you. Ask, can I help you, Doctor?
Not give him my real name or fake name.
Well, I'm gonna give you some time to decide that because apparently we need to call it here.
Yin has to go,
It's a good cliffhanger.
unfortunately. Cliffhanger.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking, Dr. Duke.
No, Dr. Dookie Hauser, MD.
Oh my god.
Dookie Howser.
Well, like I said, you have some time.
Names are hard.
They are.
Yep. Yeah. That's it for today. I hope you guys had fun. I did.
Get 15 EXP.
Alright. That should put us at, what, 450?
See.
That's what I have.
Alright.
450?
We're getting there.
And that's enough to buy another community stat. If I could buy stuff right now.
Just sit there staring at the doctor like, until your community stat goes up.
Like Skyrim, just like plastered against the wall. Stealth has increased.
Yeah, probably not right now.
Yep.
I'm just imagining the scene from Emperor's New Groove now. Where
Oh,
Kronk is
yeah.
sneaking
What?
with theme music. I'll link it to you after the stream's over.
It's pretty great, though. Alright, folks, I'm gonna head off here, and thanks for the game.
It was fun.
Bye.
Yep, definitely fun.
Goodbye,
Bye.
viewers.
Bye, viewers.